Captain, we have a fire in the cargo hold. Smoke is spreading, and we need immediate assistance.
Understood. Alert the crew and deploy the fire response team. Is the fire under control?
Sir, I saw flame near the electrical panel. The smoke is thick.
Crew, stay calm. Fire response team, gear up and proceed cautiously. We need to contain it and assess the situation.
We're on it preparing extinguisher and sealing of non-essential areas.
Notify all departments and ensure safety protocols are followed. Keep me updated.
Chief, the main engine has failed. We're losing power.
Captain, we have an engine failure. The storm is making it difficult to assess the situation.
Understood. What's the cause? Can we restart it?
Sir, the wind speed is increasing. We need propulsion soon or risk drifting.
We need time to troubleshoot. We're checking for electrical or fuel system issues.
Be honest. What's our worst case scenario?
If we can't restart it, then we have to send a distress call for assistance.
Keep working on it, bridge. Prepare for emergency procedures. Crew, stay on alert.
Man overboard, port side.
Man overboard. All hands to emergency station.
Deploy a lifebuoy and reduce speed. Get visual confirmation.
Lifebuoy deploy. I see them still afloat.
Then, should we send a distress call?
Not yet. Let's attempt retrieval first. Prepare the rescue boat.
We're keeping an eye on them. Waves are strong but manageable.
Maintain communication. Safety is the priority. No unnecessary risk.
Decision-making approach in a crisis scenarios. In all three scenarios, fire in a cargo hold, sudden engine failure during storm, and a crew member overboard. The decision-making process follows a structured approach centered around assessment, immediate action, risk management, communication, and execution. Each team must act swiftly while coordinating with others to ensure safety and control the situation. 1. Situation assessment and information gathering. The first step in any crisis is identifying the problem. In a fire scenario, the chief officer receives an alert and confirms visible smoke and flames before escalating the issue to the captain. During the engine failure, the crew member in the engine room immediately reports the problem to the chief engineer, who then informs the captain while diagnosing the cause. When a crew member falls overboard, the watch officer announces the emergency and calls for immediate action to maintain visual contact. By ensuring clear and accurate reporting, each situation starts with a well-informed response.
Number 2. Immediate action and containment. Once a problem is identified, the teams move quickly to contain the threat. For the fire, the captain orders the fire response team to gear up while sealing of non-essential areas to prevent the flames from spreading. In the engine failure, the chief engineer prioritizes troubleshooting while the captain instructs the bridge to prepare emergency protocols in case propulsion is loose. For the overboard incident, the crew deploys a lifebuoy immediately to keep the fallen crew member afloat while slowing the ship for a safer issue. Every second counts, so decision focus on minimizing damage and maintaining control of the situation.
Risk management and worst-case scenario preparation. Beyond immediate containment, leaders must consider potential escalation. In the fire scenario, the captain ensures all the departments follow safety protocols, preparing all evacuation if containment fails. In the engine failure, the captain directly asks for the worst-case scenario, prompting the chief engineer to prepare for a possible distress call if the issue cannot be fixed. In the overboard case, the captain evaluates whether the distress call is necessary or if the crew can retrieve the fallen member safely. Anticipating risks, teams must stay ahead of the crisis rather than reacting blindly.
4. Communication and coordination. Throughout each scenario, clear and concise communication ensures all team members are on the same page. The fire team continuously updates leadership on their progress. The engineering teams relays their troubleshooting efforts while bridge officers monitor worsening weather conditions. The overboard rescue crew keeps visual contact and updates the captain on the crew members' conditions and the sea state. Without effective communication, panic can set in and mistakes can be made.
Execution and adaptability. The final stage is following through on responsible plan while remaining flexible. The fire response team actively fights the fire while the captain monitors safety conditions. The engineers work on restarting the engine, but if repairs fail, the captain is ready to signal a distress. The crew coordinating the overboard rescue ensures retrieval efforts proceed without any unnecessary risk to the other crew members. In every scenario, the team is proactive, adaptable, and focused on safety. Their structured decision-making process allows them to maintain control, minimize damage, and protect lives.